Now, who cares?
Okay.
Good.
Fine, Jesus.
Yeah, like the flaw. Yeah. See the fries.
That's like partially my fault, I guess.
Like everything else.
Partially not.
I thought people liked.
It's all my fault.
Like maybe people.
That's partially true.
Just when in doubt, blame
See,
Aries.
this one pretty much. Well, I guess it's like chili pizza.
Okay.
That. Oh God. Did you get any other like?
I
got. Probably a burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the crunch wrap.
Tell me when to start.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Significantly less than a burrito. It's like meat and cheese. It's like about as much as that quesadilla.
Oh god, that's it. That looks horrible. Okay, so.
The dill is not terrible.
This is Super Metroid Impossible.
Like price-wise, it's not like.
It's a half hack
It's more fast
from
price, which is
the days of old. And it makes the game way harder. So half hack is the term we use in the hacking community to mean that the map isn't changed. All the areas still connect the same. Can I just like point it more towards myself? Is that gonna help? But yeah, I ripped the suits from Super Metroid Prime Edition. So they look really disgusting.
Of course, this would not work properly.
We don't have arteries in this.
That's true.
So it's like
very.
it's very, very Canadian. It was the first place I went to. White vinegar.
That's like the pinnacle of.
That's the most Canadian thing I think I've ever seen. Just a packet of vinegar. You know, I gotta give it.
Oh no, it's
Not yet.
no, this isn't Kaizo ED.
Take a bit of.
It was the
CD here. We have a mic. Aries is on it. Yeah.
well, Aries should get off it so that people can hear me instead of him.
This is how it always works. Like time to upgrade some tech, and then it all breaks.
Yeah.
Didn't you test the mics before we went live?
No. I can't.
You put in new mics, and you should have thrown them up on the intermission screen. Like I don't think people would care if they hear a mic on the intermission screen.
That's fair, but like.
Better than not hearing a mic during the run.
It's just. What is going on?
Azder's over here working so hard, giving good commentary, and no one can fucking do it.
You should get over there and do charades commentary.
For horizontal momentum.
I can't believe fucking Kaizo's suit. No, I can't get over him.
Yeah, you can get over. He purposely did that. So you
Yeah,
can
that
pass.
was a strat.
I probably
that was the plan all
I probably
along.
shouldn't have changed the suits. I'm gonna blame the suit color on that.
Yeah.
Like see. where-
Yeah, honestly, it's disgusting looking.
That's fine.
Yeah, wording MST, it was RNG minute. Yeah, I already feel that Taco Bell. That does not feel good.
And we only have one washroom here, so you better.
Alright, y'all call it washrooms in Canada. What the fuck? That's so weird.
Also, I'm playing it on LCD. So.
Doesn't the mics work now?
being super. Somebody say something. No.
Hello.
Hi.
Howdy.
Hi.
It's like.
Okay.
Is that like A&W poutine?
French Canadian says bathroom. I'm wording TM. Y'all say the correct word.
Okay, hey, I managed to avoid damage this time.
Hey, everyone clap. Who's clapping? That's what I'm talking.
What do you mean it got me out of the 80% muscle memory? 80% is the same until Ridley. Or 100% is the same until Ridley.
I woke up at like. Yeah, with a coffee or tea included. So
That's
like
incredible.
$7. It's such a good deal.
A&W has something similar.
The only problem is you have to be awake between 6 and 8 in the morning, which is the.
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
Yeah, that's.
Especially for gamers.
Yeah. That's like breakfast. The thing is, Cora's like their whole thing is breakfast, so they got the real early bird shit, and then they've got
The other place that does something similar to that, there's Sunnyside Grill, which is they're only open for
Okay, so first mini boss, Bomb Chorizo.
stuff that isn't breakfast there.
The room's full of spikes now, and it has 200 extra health, which is 2 extra missiles worth. So I just have to shoot it 2 extra times.
DJ Dark-Aries really focused on that mixer.
I'm gonna try and do a lineup that makes them
Are we back? We're back.
I like this comment. DJ Dark-Aries really focused on that.
Yeah, it's just
Base mimic chest. Why is the sound just garbage no matter what now? This is not.
You've gone and fucked everything up now. Holy shit! It's all working fine. He shows up and it all goes.
blew
to
it
shit.
up.
Damn you. Well, it was good for my run, so.
I didn't even play it. Oh, we have a no left side?
Strat to get the cycle quicker here. So this is pretty much unchanged from vanilla, but in Impossible you're forced to go this way because there's a super missile block blocking the way through Terminator, which is the room that you would normally go through. So getting through here without I missed the
Yeah.
okay. I missed bombing the rail entirely. There's a strat to get through that without waiting a cycle at all, and it's pretty tough. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
It sucks. Okay. We're gonna have to...
It's fine.
Dipping in the backup saves already.
Nice.
Is the audio still broken down?
No, I fixed it. I had to reset my mixer for some reason. It was really weird.
Alright,
That's not wrong.
so, is that the burrito?
It's the burrito. It's
Burrito's
literally just a cheese.
Is it a burrito?
We'll patch that into
It's-
channel 3.
It's one sad burrito.
Yeah, that's, you know, in Boston, they call that a quesadilla. Or, That was more so telling that Boston's fucked up than Taco Bell.
So do they rebrand their Taco Bell?
Yeah,
Boston and call them quesadillas?
it's written. No. There's just a bunch of local shops in Boston, and they like 90%. I've tested this. 90% of them
Okay.
roll all the cases.
That's how you want to do the cycle skip
Doesn't make any sense.
in Gauntlet.
It's not a quesadilla.
Just like, toss it all, at least try the fries.
Let's try.
Full experience. Yeah. Well, this water. Yeah, but it's like Taco Bell water, so
Maybe I can actually get
it's all
the
stuck to the top.
strat here this time. It's really hard to get out of the other end before the acid catches up to you.
Smell.
Give it a try. Let's see what we got.
These are the weirdest.
There is a cycle skip here. You can go right away here, but you take a lot of acid damage
These aren't even good.
and have to heal it up to be able to get muscle drops later. And it's not really worth it, in my opinion.
Like I'm eating nothing.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite part.
These green pirates are different from vanilla. Normally you can kill them with missiles, but missiles don't work on them. It's impossible. So you have to kill them with bombs. And it's pretty slow. So I didn't have to kill those, I could have just run through them. I ran through 4 of them. But there are ones later in Crates later that I will have to kill. So I'm about to fight Spore Spawn, and Spore Spawn you can skip in just about every vanilla run, but there's a gate in this room that you can't get past. The only way past it is to go through Spore Spawn.
Let's go.
Wait, what? Adora was supposed to... I must have missed a missile on it. So you can kill this guy in 2 rounds. It takes 10 missiles.
And we also promised.
And it's really hard to get more than like 2 or 3 missiles in at a time. But on round 1, I have a strat to get 4. And then on rounds after 1, if you shoot him as he's opening, then... Oh, I only shot 3 there. This is going to be a bit harder to get a 2 round. It's probably not going to happen. But yeah, on the future rounds, if you shoot him as he's opening, the shots, those shots do not actually make him close right away. So if you time it right, you can get 6 or even 7 missiles in the second round.
At least the nachos with the cheese on the side.
It's really tough to do though. 3 rounds pretty good.
And it's like cheap nacho cheese, that you'd expect.
And that spike there is...
Yeah,
it's pretty tight.
But at the same time, at least the chips stay crunchy. So the chips with the nacho and cheese chips, I don't mind those.
So normally you'd get your first super missile here, and there's a trick in vanilla to get your first super missile from elsewhere. But the super missile and the power bomb requirements are kind of moved back to later points in the hack, so
well, the taco's actually based on.
we have to do more stuff in the game without super missiles. Super missiles are a pretty powerful weapon. Normally it's impossible to get to Kratos without them, but in Impossible, we have to fight Kratos without them.
That's actually a good beat. Because that's like 9.
Also, the ammo management in this section really sucks because you need all these missiles to open the pink doors.
I see you looking at too.
Yeah, that's probably the best.
I'm disappointed in my.
Oh, this is a really tight mock ball.
Wait, you put bacon on top of it?
No.
I'm gonna assume most of
But the beef and
I
bacon.
very much doubt
Beef and bacon is like.
Is this real bacon?
I have to not hit the ceiling when I do that because
It's
I
called
obviously
email
see the
bacon.
spikes.
Yeah, I was gonna
You're
say,
in Canada.
Canadian bacon is not what you call Canadian bacon. What you call Canadian bacon is ham.
It's just
Yes.
bacon.
Wait, no, what we call Canadian bacon is turkey bacon.
Like, it's basically not even the turkey. The point is, what we consider Canadian bacon is like female bacon. That's the real shit.
It's that sucky enemy is called the VTOL that I dodged in Red Tower. And they're pretty innocuous. Oh boy.
That's the good shit right
That sucks.
I believe in you, Azder.
Is it this one?
This world-
I have to kill Spore Spawn again.
Hey, dude.
there. He's on world record pace right now. Like, there's still time to go.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, we haven't.
Let's go get some, laptops.
Let's not try. Yeah, let's not.
We'll go plug 4 to 6 of them into the same.
Yeah, I've never died in quite that way before.
This is pretty
We're using the best ones.
A bunch of
I'm gonna go turn on the washer and dryer.
Maybe I'll get the 2 rounds this time.
Guarantee that. The microwave being here has to be here because if it's in the kitchen, it's too much of the fridge and the washer and
Okay, we got the 4 in the first round this time.
dryer. And then half the room upstairs.
I'm gonna waste a missile here so I can
I have to
try and
everyone else is fine.
get drops on the screen.
Because
How old is this? I would say.
Go!
All you do
Let's
is
go.
go east, like, go up there, you can tell, like, it's old. That looks like it's on the set. At least.
I got 2 round Spore Spawn on an LCD.
Whoa, baby, and it's expensive too.
you can't complain
Azder
considering
nowadays is the
Well, that's the benefit of places like when you go here, right? It's like definitely.
downtown was like a year and a half. It was over $1,000 for like basically just a little loft in all one room, and I had a shoebox.
When you say downtown, you mean
I mean,
I was just saying, like, $1,000 for a shoe.
So Red Tower, like, the areas in there just have extra spikes. And it's basically rough because you're just not allowed to miss jumps. Okay, nice. We had enough speed on this jump. It's really tight because I had to let go of my jump before I hit the ceiling and then hold it again. Okay, so that B-Tom does 200 damage. Like, it does like 10 in melee, I think.
If you live alone, it has to be like
Every time it sucks on you, but it's pretty much an insta-kill in this. So you have to get creative and you have to know its patterns. Okay, there we go. Now we're fine. I think.
Boston. Not in the east store, so we don't
It's just like San Francisco. Like I know a bunch of friends. Well, because like half my class after graduating went down to San Francisco.
So this is a bomb block instead of super, so that we can get here early. And there's this floor spikes. To get up here, I have to basically tank a hit and then do a bomb jump. It doesn't have to be a double laddered one like that, but it's faster to do it that way, and I'm more used to it. So I want to missile this one key hunter here, because it does 20 damage. I don't want it to hit me. If I time that right, time the 4-shot right, I can get down there cleanly without getting hit. So these are the green pirates that I have to kill with bombs. Thanks. I'm being kind of slow in this room, which sucks, because now mini crate starts firing at spikes. These only do 6 damage, but
Yo, Nash, I think someone's here.
okay.
I saw somebody walk through the door. They're waiting in front of the door. What's up?
Alright, so I don't have supers to take care of this Ghidorah, so it takes 3 missiles. And I need all the missiles I can get for the crate fight, so it's worth to go back and farm up to max. Alright, so this is going to be a fun fight. So Kraid normally has 1000 HP, which is equivalent to 10 missiles. And normally you have super, so you can actually kill him with only 4 hits in 1 round before he stands up. But we can't do that here, because he has a lot more HP. He has 3000, so it takes 30 missiles to kill him. And we also don't have charge beam to supplement it, so we have to use only missiles. And the only way that we can get missiles is from these flying fingernails.
That seems not.
No.
I was gonna say, I'm colorblind. I do not remember that.
So this fight is actually, it's really difficult. That's there. That's really bad. Okay, so the fingernails themselves do 50 damage, which is half of my health. And not being at full health also means that I'm not guaranteed missile drops anymore. And also, the fingernails, one of them always drops something and the other one never drops anything. So, you kind of have to keep track of which is which throughout the fight. And also the jet skis that are like firing out of his stomach and stuff, those are an instant kill. So for this whole fight, you were bottlenecked by the drop that the one claw has. So I'm at full health again, which means that I will get a missile now. Alright. That wasn't too bad.
That deserves a clap.
I'm gonna run by it.
I can't believe I forgot to tell you to bring actual low
I know, what a guy.
Let's have more TVs. Oh. The low latency monitors? There, that would be hilarious. We'll deal with them during the
So I have to kill these enemies on the way out too, because the 2 doors here are completely separate flags. Like once you open a gray door, that's locked by a certain amount of enemies. That sets it to stay open forever. But those 2 doors are separate flags, so... we used to do a strategy where we killed everything in the room and then ran all the way back to the front door. And then pre-opened that, but I timed that and it was actually 3 seconds slower.
Wow, look at azder actually timing shit.
gonna jump through.
Unlike, oh my god.
You chose literally the
Okay,
worst.
that'll be
time
like
to
the
jump through.
4th time you can blame a death on me. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so now in the set crate unlocks this door, which still has Spazer in it.
Are these all shit combinations?
They're all birthday cake.
That's like not an awful thing.
It's not too bad.
Like, it's better than being all plain.
Yeah.
Work out. What do you need for your run?
Please bomb the correct
Then I
wall.
timed it, it was slower. Oh.
It's alright.
No. I'm gonna wait till this door transitions.
Go ahead.
We'll hook up the PS4. And then you brought a monitor.
Yep.
Is there low latency? Out of curiosity.
Okay, so Spazer is required to continue on
We'll
here
hook it up
because you need it
What game you
to
running?
kill the Novas in this room.
14. This is actually gonna be my second time running it.
Man, on the, with the lag.
Oh, you ran it at GFA, didn't you? You ran it at GFA, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I ran it at a lot of things.
I just wanna say that azder is a fucking beast. Like, this TV feels kind of like ass to play on.
I'm sorry.
Not gonna say it's Dark-Aries' fault, but it's kind of dark.
You're allowed.
Okay, so Spazer lets you kill these things, which opens the door to that room, which has more energy tanks in it that you need for this all run. You need 3 to survive this. I think technically you can probably do it with 2, but it's like insanely tight.
That's also open up while I was here. Just I can get some help trying to figure out this OBS.
We can see what we can come up with.
We can do that after.
Yeah.
Oh, did I get hit by the squeak? That does 60 damage. You really don't want to get hit by that. Yeah, I did. I totally did. My health is really bad now.
No, dude! That was like 3 frames before you hit the
That
dark
sucks.
transition.
Alright.
That sucks.
Now
Is it
yeah,
3, 6?
I want to hide.
Which
behind
backup
the
save am I using now?
Bracket the save.
Is it 1? Is it 2? I think it's on 2.
I'm so
Oh my god.
I can hide from Launchpad.
I probably should have just saved there, but wait, is this right? Are any of these right? Yeah, okay, this is the right one.
This is the Rapid Rack edition.
Yeah, there's like pizza and stuff by the way.
Damn it. I was so close. So, if you do the strat going under in the rising lava room like I do, I just do that strat because I'm more comfortable with it. It's probably better to go up top, but it's also more difficult, I imagine.
Oh, dude. Buffet time added me in.
I'm just gonna reset that.
I didn't see that, so it didn't happen.
Nobody saw anything. Don't worry about it. No one saw anything.
Yeah? I didn't see anything.
Well, you didn't die, so.
No. Hey, this can't possibly be worse than mine. Just let's get that out there. This is also a much harder round, so like.
I mean,
Reminder, I fucked people over by not telling those crazy guys to bring low latency monitors. Any mistakes are
Hey,
acceptable.
you can just blame X2 on me sucking massive dick at X2. But this is kind of
okay. So yeah, the squeak, the jumping guys, they do way more damage than the Novas, which are the orange crawlies. So you want to get hit by the Nova. The squeak's jumps are RNG, so sometimes if I have good speed when I'm rolling, I kind of make a judgment call and hope that I can just keep my speed and go under the squeak anyways. And sometimes I am incorrect and I get punished for it. Usually I can still survive even if I take that 60 damage hit. But I made other mistakes after that. there's this refill here that is super convenient. I think I used this refill like 4 times, 5 times over the run. And now we go fight Crocomire. So Crocomire doesn't have an actual HP value, it's just a pushback boss. But we don't have Charge Beam, so we have a very finite amount of ammo to work with. So I'm only going to shoot him one at a time because that maximizes the amount of times that he stops, which maximizes the amount of chances that he gets to do his spinning attack here that lets me farm missiles. So if you get bad luck on this fight and he doesn't do that spinning attack often enough, then you can just get screwed. I'm about to run out. I need him to spin before I can push him back any further. It would be nice if I could please? Oh, this is not good. Can I grab that? This is gonna be rough. It would be nice if I could get full health to guarantee myself to have more missile drops here. Crocomire's hitbox really sucks too. But he's close enough to the edge now that I think I'm okay. So yeah, you can actually get screwed on drops here to the point where he just pushes you further and further left into the spike wall. And I've never actually had that happen, but I have lost more than a minute in RNG on this fight alone. I'm not even practicing. Okay, now, if you're the kind of person who found this hack interesting, and you're like, yeah, that seems cool, let's struggle through it and do a challenge, this is probably where you quit. This room was turned into a giant morph ball maze, and if you go the wrong way, then there are eventually crumble blocks that just kill you, dump you in the acid. If you go the right way, there are eventually crumble blocks that just kill you and dump in the acid. So, what you have to do when you go the right way is you have to slowly bomb yourself into the shaft where the crumble is in, and then unmorph and do a jump off the crumble. And there's a very good chance that I just straight up mistimed this jump because of LCD.
This section's really difficult, actually.
I have to say it's not really difficult here. LCD latency doesn't.
Oh my god.
Okay, that was not
The save.
really how I planned that to go, but alright. So here's the first one where I have to do an actual jump. Okay, we got it. That's the scariest one. But I have to make sure I don't fall here, because then I have to do that other part of the maze over again. And then there's a normalization setup here that lets you roll across that first one, guaranteed. Oh my god. But you have to manually bomb across the second crumble there, and it sucks.
If you've never played this hack before, this section casually takes people like hours.
I let go of the D-pad. I've had really, really good runs where I have lost 3 minutes here, just failing this part of it over and over.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh heck.
Not the worst thing.
No, it's not.
Also, get used to the LCD just like correcting for.
Yeah, I feel like I'm playing on a Super NT. Okay, there we go. Alright, we made it. Okay, so now we finally have super missiles. And now I have to, so there's a shot block at the top of this shaft. And the issue with it is that it just reforms after a while, so I can't bomb jump up, break it, and then like just bomb jump up again, it's gonna respawn. So when I get to the top, I have to time my bombs such that they break the block without me falling down. Like without me hitting my head on the... Oh my gosh.
I feel so fucking bad for this monitor.
It's really hard to do doubles on these. Like, it's not trivial at all. The pattern that you need to do them gets out of sync after a while, so you have to compensate for it. I can't believe... Oh my god.
We could have no monitor. Then this would be very, very difficult.
We'll just run off.
It'd be a blindfolded
We'll
kind
just
of
run off
camera.
OBS.
Yes.
Oh my god, think about that. Yikes. Hurts
Oh.
fucking
Okay.
God gamer.
Now we have some really tight jumps to do here. This one's... That one's not too bad, because you can actually get out of the water there. But I think the game wants you to just bomb jump up this one, but there's a diagonal bomb jump to do out of the wall jump there. That's actually pretty hard. Okay. Jeez. Oh, and I actually have full health here, so I don't need to farm, which means I can jump from this upper part of that ledge and not have to walk to the side of the platform.
Word.
And so now we have to get out of here and back to the front over here.
We need some more elm pears in the chat. The old stuff. Don't spam elm pear, that's not the name.
Okay, this jump is really... God damn it.
It's because I said elm pear. That ruined your better joke.
I was probably like, not the problem there is right now. On the screen right now too.
Yeah.
So you can just like wall jump. If you run the full length of that tiny platform, you can.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We got
You can make the jump over to the other one by wall jumping off the edge of that. Oh, I need to load another backup save.
Hell
yeah.
Hell
I
yeah.
have 24. Wait, no, it was shit. It was on the same ROM. I'm just gonna fix
Get your azder
Holy
caves
shit.
in there, boys.
Only.
Are we using these now?
Yeah, we are.
This
Oh my
is okay.
God.
This one's
So
before the maze. This
sound
one's
is
after the
actually-
maze.
Significantly improved.
So all three are on, or just the two?
Thanks.
Only one is on right now.
Oh, okay.
But
Apparently, my good friend NASA Marathon commented during my run saying the sound was wonderful.
yeah. And then our friend NASA Marathon just fucking broke everything.
Yeah. I hate that guy.
Okay, that's.
Can we get a ban for
So-
NASA Marathon in chat?
I think
Word,
Yeah,
ban
let's
NASA.
ban NASA.
I think normally I would go with taking
I mean,
a 50
first
energy
try,
spill
right,
there, because
Yeah.
you can afford it if you don't screw up. But I'm not gonna risk that this time. Oh, I can't wait for the Hellrun to speed booster. That's gonna be epic. This latency.
I'm about to spam an impressive pairs. That's me right now, ED.
Are we going to hard underestimate?
Hey, we went under estimate last.
There we go. There.
Woo! God, I love pear.
Okay, so now I can go get high jump, which is in its normal location. And the reason I couldn't go get it before is that they made this door locked by Crocomire. So you have to go kill Crocken and do all that crap too.
Somebody redeemed channel points.
Mimic did. Shout out to Mimic. Oh, Fuzda's here.
Do you actually have like legitimate things to do with channel points?
You can get a sub emote, you can type in a message, and you can do something else. Those are the default options.
Can you ban 2 worlds from NASA Marathon with channel points?
I don't know.
Not yet.
Soon.
Soon.
That's soon to be a feature.
To be fair, he did actually restream during his last event. I gotta give him credit.
That is true. I was there for that.
Yo, I'll unlock a sub emote. Let's do this.
Hell yeah.
Aren't you already subbed?
No.
What the?
Unlock a sub. What? I can't afford unlocking a sub emote. Dark-Aries, I'm gonna have to request that you change the amounts for channel
We
points.
banned NASA Marathon, so I can't do anything right now.
Fuck. Oh, there you go.
That's okay.
Yeah.
As long as they don't boomerang with the water physics off of it. Oh,
Yeah.
crap. That's fine.
Imagine not being subbed to the NASA Marathon channel.
I know, right?
I can imagine that.
So kind.
Yeah. Honestly, a smart decision.
Yeah, like seriously, a channel with only 2 emotes.
Okay, so the top of Red Tower is like, oh, I have to get past this idiot on the way back.
Yeah, this guy sucks. It's impossible.
Gotta manipulate him.
Nice.
Yeah, he just insta-killed you, basically. So this tower, they took out all the ledges, so you have to do this strat where you wall jump and shoot the thing out and down grab the inside of that ledge in one smooth motion. And it's really hard to it's really hard to get the height for this and not hit your head.
I can't believe you got that while the TV was checking for the resolution. That was incredible. That deserves some clap slaps. Woo! God, I love hair.
We have to do that again later. Oh, we have power bombs, which makes it easier to cheat on that. But we have to do it again, more or less. Yeah,
I
I think
don't have time to get a donut.
That's not a donut, that's a sandbag. Even in the States, you don't have holes.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
These are donuts.
Okay, so
Smaller.
we have to get across the moat, and we're just gonna pretty much do that the same way as people do this in vanilla. I'm going to do a diagonal bomb jump across.
Oh.
Blame.
That sucks.
Blame the monitor.
Yeah, blame the monitor.
It's actually it's way harder to make the jump over to the pedestal with high jump still on. But I don't want to turn it off because I need it later.
I think it's time to CWJ.
It's like it's.
Did they make it like?
No, it's just I have high jump on.
Oh yeah.
I could turn it off, but I need it on later. So, oh my god.
Oh no.
They added this spike here. There's actually a strat you can do with this spike where you can lay a bomb and then damage boost into the bomb explosion and it'll like launch you across. But I don't remember how to do it.
There you go. First try.
Okay, so I lost a lot of health and I'm probably gonna die to Phantoon now.
Farm the whatever they're called. I don't remember.
It's also hard to make these jumps with high jump.
Getting the wreck ship with high jump is actually hard.
It's really ass.
I think that's why people like new wreck.
Well, like in older route, you have speed boosters, you just shine spark. Oh, I guess like there are people who struggle with shine sparks, like new players. And so when they're getting across, it's like, oh, I have high jump. The jumps across suck.
when you're feeling that, you just go play a category of like low % speed boots.
Okay, so we use for Fantian we use a method called we use something called the Doppler effect to push missiles into him to stun lock him to get extra shots around. It takes 37. Normally you can only hit 5 in a round. But if you're able to stun lock him, you can get more in. And so that's 5-12? We're at 12. Oh, he's giving me fast patterns, which is scary because I'm about to die. 19, I think. Should be 19. What? That is a rare pattern. He almost never does right fast.
So hold on, is that my fault or the game's?
No, that's the game.
Oh my god. Holy. Okay, I need a different roll.
God damn.
I have a save at Red Tower.
There also is a setting that I can probably enable to stop that flickering.
The flickering actually doesn't bother me that much.
It adds flavor to the run.
I can't. He did that pattern's like 1%.
Yeah, you're gonna try and improve it. Just bring down the stream.
No, basically the Super Nintendo's like 61 hertz or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Or over. But because it's being converted into HDMI, the HDMI is probably freaking out every now and then. Like, yo, this isn't 60. But the scaler with the custom firmware has an option to lock it to 60 frames per second. That would probably stop the judder. Plus, there's actually like a hardware add-on I can add that can help with the syncs and everything as well. But I'm waiting for it to show up because slow boats from China.
It's okay. I just won't get hit as many times this time. Right?
Oh.
This bomb jump is really hard to do when I know that the timing on the monitor isn't correct. It's so finicky.
Wow, imagine somebody taking a shower.
Hey, Chloe, I got the shower after you. Can I use your shampoo?
Yeah. Do you like tea tree smelling?
I don't care.
Yo, that is a legit smell. Right? I love it. That's the you know how you have like a super strong like breath mint and it just feels like icy fresh? That is what tea tree shampoo is for your hair.
Word. If any of you are wondering, this hack is really hard. So if you could all do us all, holy shit. If you could do us all a favor and just give our boy Azder some support in the chat, that'd be wonderful.
Can I still make this, or is this guy gonna?
You're fine.
Okay. Yeah, I was fine. I was fine. I didn't think I was, but I was. I cannot believe that bomb jump worked.
It also doesn't help that, you know, Azder's also playing on an LCD with 5 milliseconds of input delay.
Probably has 2 frames of lag, I guess.
It was noticeable. First try. Never give up.
First try.
So it only needs 19 missiles in a super vanilla. Let's refresh. 6. Oh boy. Please give me lots of health.
Yeah. Oh my god. The health bombs though.
Yeah. Okay, the health is pretty good.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Where are you at? 13? Did I get 6 in round 1? I don't have no idea. I think I got 7 actually. That was 4, I think.
Yep.
6, 7, 13, 17. Oh, come on. I wanted him to open right mid, because that's a comfy. That's okay, we're gonna survive.
Nice.
I think that was 8.
Yeah.
Or yeah, 6. I lost camo.
You're doing well. One more round.
I'm just not gonna do the super. I've lost camo so hard. I think I got double hit by those flames.
Never lucky.
Okay. Wow, he has 1 over. Oh Jesus. He does more damage too. It's normally everything does 40, but here his flames do 60 and his body does 80. And normally in vanilla you'd have or in the intended route for vanilla you'd have Variety, which would have the damage to 20.
Easy fight.
I forgot how confused.
I can only imagine that flicker.
The jitter.
Dark-Aries.
Oh,
every
it
time.
hurts me so at such a deep level.
It's almost worth keeping it right now as a punishment for him. It doesn't bother you much. It probably bothers him more than it bothers you.
Thank you for
That
that.
is very accurate.
These spike platforms do 200
Furnisha,
damage,
thank
and you can
for the
accidentally
horned anime.
clip into them if you extend your hitbox into them, because they're technically enemies. So they don't behave like platforms all the time. They behave.
Oh, it hurts.
Okay, so this jump I'm about to do is really tight, and I have to take off high jump to be able to fit under the ceiling.
Oh, nice.
The scary thing about that is that if I miss it, I have to put high jump back on because I land in the water and I can't get back out of the water without high jump. So it wastes a lot of time if you miss that. This area of the game is called Forgotten Highway because yeah, you go here and like the game funnels you here if it's like your first playthrough, and it's all for a hint on how to progress in the area. There are very, very few speedrun categories that go here for any reason, because there's no items here.
Shout out to 100% map completion, which is one of said categories.
But here we have to go through here to get to the part of Meridia that has our first power bomb.
But is there a 200% completion category?
Thank God, no. Because 100% map completion is bad enough. Well, I mean,
There's
space time.
a category called True Completion where you have to do hundo map and hundo item, and you basically set every flag in the game. So you have to open every door that's not a blue door. You have to save the animals. You have to kill all those Evitates, all the Metroids.
How long is that game?
It's like an hour 40 or something. It's not that long.
Surprisingly, a lot to do in a short category.
It's a pretty long category as far as this game goes, but it's people can play this game pretty fast.
Right. That's genius. It looks awful. It's awful to look at the time
But when it's on the screen,
it's beautiful.
right? I have some neat ideas.
I always chroma key black, and it always looked terrible.
And then I'm also just an idiot, so it
What?
works out.
Oh, dude, what the?
I was too slow there because of the latency. I landed on the ledge way later, and I didn't actually know where it ends up. Okay, so I had to unwarp at a really specific time in this door transition,
Next time we
I
should
just
try
use
yellow.
Because when you unmorph, it resets your fall speed, and I have to reset it at exactly the right time to dodge that spike coming out of the door. Otherwise, the door just puts you on top of it.
You know, for how blatant the image is, it is nice.
That makes me feel happy.
Better late than never.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not even a one chip.
That's the best part.
That's why, personally, you don't need one chip. There are some really awful looking Super Nintendo models, but like this is pretty good looking. I'm not gonna spend time hunting down one specific Super Nintendo for.
Yeah, I need to get a one super
Like,
There's all of my super family just look like garbage.
there's like 3 models of Super Nintendos. One's a blurry mess and looks like you smeared Vaseline all over the screen.
That's a true comment, by the
I
way,
have-
that the red Kaizo suit is cursed.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask about that because like,
More
I don't remember the
LED.
color of the suit being the color.
You either.
Yeah, it's from a different hack called Kaizo, which is way more bullshit than this, but it's also like that's a gross hack.
Yo, license to Bill subscribe.
Thank-
Shout him out.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Shout out to
for
Bill.
being-
I'm a proud Bill mod. I'm a proud Bill mod. Shout out to License to Bill.
Are you a
He's
proud
the
Bill
better
Mafia?
episode of this.
But are you a proud Bill Mafia mod?
I gotta get past this game.
I was near the Bills Mafia the other day.
Easy game. I have to do Red Tower again.
Yo, nobody is smashing through any of these fucking tables.
Yeah. Except for me in a second.
Okay, well I missed it, so I can just lay a power bomb and then all the enemies will be dead, which makes this a lot easier.
Yeah, but you're wearing the red Kaiser suit so you can, you know, mooch off of Oats and Goats cloud, right?
I mean, why do you think I've been running this?
Honestly, there's like no reason to other than that.
I don't know. I just this game doesn't have custom suits or anything, and I started messing with importing. Like when I play randos, I started like messing with importing suits from other hacks in randos. So I figured I'd do it here too, since this isn't like an official attempt. Like for an actual world record attempt, I
You
wouldn't.
weren't expecting world record with this run?
That's cutting yourself short.
I'm a little disappointed there's no Andy Pug, like Metroid suit. Like you see it.
I just figured I'd take the opportunity while I wasn't actually gonna get a good run to have some fun with.
You know,
Have some fun with it.
I'm having fun because you had suit.
Okay, so this is where X-ray normally is, and you're supposed to have grapple beam to get to it. And you could have grapple beam, like you don't have to do this right now. Oh, this is turning out very badly. I have to abort. Wow. Okay.
Oh, how to get dark so fast?
The fireflies control the brightness of the room, so if you kill enough of them, the room gets
Ezra, I
dark.
hate to break this news on you while you're doing something so difficult, but Canadian Owl just made a pun that and capitalized on a potential pun that you didn't capitalize. Oh my god!
See, we're just trying to damage boost here. That's crazy.
Ooh, ooh.
Damage boosts are real.
Oh,
Get
you
up.
motherfucker.
No!
Come on.
Oh, come on, come on.
No way! Oh my god. That's yeah.
Well,
that's
you
pretty great.
have another opportunity. to do it again.
Is this? I think.
Save, save.
Actually, I'm gonna check to make sure that this is. Which? So this is Fantin. This is post Fantin. This. Actually, this. No, this should be the save. It should still be this wrong. Yeah. Okay, it's this one. No, I feel like my time was well spent yesterday making 24 backups.
Yeah, because you've basically gotten to use every single one of them at this point.
It's a save showcase, guys.
He was
Oh,
like,
actually, you know what? I forgot to farm health here. It's a difference of like 50 health or so. But that's like one spike hit, so if I'd remembered to farm, I could have taken one more spike hit.
I'll make sure next time you do this run, you'll actually have a low latency run.
Or a CR.
He's never doing this run for us again. It's
Yeah, he's like, fuck me.
I'm painstakingly typing out more anime every time I do it.
Why is that?
Just because it's mobile. No Frank Rafferty.
Don't worry, you've already been shut down.
I know, I don't care.
At this point, it's about sending a message.
Yeah, exactly. I need to.
Oh, come on.
Ooh.
There's a backup that I can.
If I was smart, I would have also just taken my peak.
No,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh jeez.
I don't remember. I don't do this backup very
I should have
often.
messaged in the NASA chat saying this was bad.
That would have helped. And then I would have realized to tell him low latency was.
Okay, I gotta abort again. God damn it.
Right, you weren't here when I played
No.
X2.
I went home.
Right. Yeah, no, it was bad during X2. I can't imagine how terrible it is on this.
I probably should have just reset the game. This power won't count as garbage.
Well, you'll get through it. We all do.
If that counts for
Ooh, nice.
Oh, I want to get a damage boost off of it.
Oh my lord. Oh.
Not quite.
I don't remember how to time the backup. I'm just gonna die. It's easier than getting out. So I don't actually have to do this now, but it's more efficient to do this now, and the energy tank that I get out of this helps a lot. Pretty much immediately. Also, these plants, they normally do, I think, 4 damage per yeah, per like launch or whatever.
Yeah, the Vilepins don't do that much in vanilla.
They do.
A lot here.
Yeah, they do 50 damage per munch, and they munch on you 8 times. So
Yeah,
that's
so it's an instant kill.
yeah. I've lost rounds to falling in, just not paying attention. Come on, dude. I don't trust the timing on it. That's why I'm not getting it. Just gonna abort. Okay, well, I'm down a tank now. I can still do this, but it sucks a lot more with this energy. Oh my god.
Well,
There we
that
go.
was nice.
Oh, that's bad.
That's
No? Okay, that waver's not gonna come back. Maybe? Dude, I cannot time the bomb jumps with this either. Like, specifically, the hard things are jumping with the waver at the right time and timing the bomb jumps.
There you go.
Nice.
That's a bad deboost. Okay.
Not, nah.
Come on, dude. Usually, if I get the first couple of bond jumps, then I'll get it. It's just the monitors making this difficult.
Everyone stare at Dark-Aries.
Why?
I had multiple chances to tell somebody to bring a low latency LCD and I couldn't.
You know, I should have just played X2 first and none of this would have happened.
That's a fair point. If we actually did a real speed run, we would have known how bad the latency on these monitors.
Oh, okay.
Can't wait with that one.
That's because I was jumping around a bunch. Dude, I cannot get this damage boost. Dude.
Oh, that's really unfortunate.
That's-
That sucks.
Yes!
Nice.
By the skin of your teeth, dude.
The one health.
One.
Clip that one.
Not even close.
Yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, clip that one.
One health warrior.
Where else would they be watching?
In person.
That
Exactly.
What if I'm doing both?
Exactly.
I can't clip, bro. It's too much work.
Where's our Mixer contract, Microsoft?
I fucking hate Microsoft Windows. I'm sorry.
My blue screen, I had to like do so much shit to it yesterday because it was just constantly blue screen. Because it was like Windows update, maybe you want to update. It doesn't work. Do you want to update?
Can we get another shout out to License to Bill for the subscription?
Yeah. Yeah, that stupid new Windows update cost me my old PC.
You know what? I don't want this Microsoft contract anymore.
Yeah, no.
No.
It's all about the YouTube contract now.
Yeah, buddy.
With the Facebook contract.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we're about to go the way of the next one.
I was about to ask about that.
Facebook.gg.
I heard that's where all the viewers are.
He gets like 14 viewers a stream, dude.
Does he really?
I remember like looking at it and it was like, no one watches him on
Oh, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, to be fair, it is an obscure
Oh
platform.
no, I'm sure he got enough money from Facebook to
yeah.
make it worth it, but like, that's gotta suck. Cause I know he still streams on Twitch like for casual stuff, just speedruns.
Oh, I think he can't stream games on Twitch. I think he just streams like cooking or something.
Just chatting.
Yeah,
Just
just to make sure like the channel is still active so people still go to it. And like when his contract's up, he'll just go back to streaming on Twitch.
I still remember the whole debacle with, I forget who it was, but they were falsifying views on Facebook. It was some esports thing.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was ESL that was, or there were a couple that were frustrated with it, but I don't think it was like them who were falsifying. I think it was Facebook itself that was falsifying.
No, they were doing it because a view at the time wasn't a concurrent viewer. It was just the fact that you like went onto it and then you could hit pause. So you could open up like a clickbot farm could open up hundreds of tabs, hit play and hit pause, but not be watching it, but still be like on the page, and it would just boost your viewer count by so much.
Okay, here I need a trick called a flatly jump or a corner jump. If you do a turnaround off the edge of a ledge, you actually have a few frames where you can still jump as if you're still on the ground. And you have to do this on the last animation frame of this.
When's
to get
hitbox?
across.
Good one.
That's Nickelarian.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
gonna get box sampler mod here. There we go.
If you don't do it on the last animation frame, you're gonna hit your head on the grapple block hanging from the ceiling.
Yo, this track is legit.
Can we just acknowledge that, like, multiple frames of latency and still getting it? Also, this part sucks.
Oh, this part's
Honestly, this isn't very hard. I had to do this in my Ascent playthrough.
I think someone donated during the AGDQ run, saying honk for every wall jump.
One match,
really
one match,
isn't that
one match.
Do you want us to match that right here?
Absolutely.
What a stupid meme. It's better than WAP.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was kind of
didn't
funny.
like it.
I think the problem with any meme is people don't realize when it changes.
It's just not funny.
I didn't watch most of HGQ, so when it came up
Okay,
during this
so,
one
like,
run, I thought it was funny. But
It was like mildly entertaining for like 2 seconds because haha Chibi, we get to
Wow.
laugh at Chibi more, but like then it just became like really
Oh.
annoying.
my thumb hurts.
Can we get some
I don't blame you.
Can we get some Waluigi watch for every Waluigi?
Wow.
Wow.
No.
Wow, John.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
If there's anyone who would appreciate them, I think it would be CFP.
Yeah.
Shout out to when he played the ROM hack where it was the Waluigi.
Yes.
Oh,
That was
So was that
good.
for like
That's
NASA 2017 or?
It's an
Just,
opening run.
it was one of the
So
naps.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
then
was-
he went on the phone with the airport as well because they lost his luggage.
Yeah. At the same time. Yeah.
That'd be more like Waluigi number what the fuck.
that was actually pretty good. that was
Epic.
that was pretty damn good.
I agree.
I've been wanting to use that one on Proton John for years, and I keep forgetting to do it.
I haven't heard that name in like a hot minute. Since like 2011.
Well, he keeps coming to Con Bravo every year, and I keep forgetting to do that
It
on.
has been a hot minute.
Alright, he's Canadian.
The airport phone was a different run.
Was it?
It's in chat.
Oh, maybe I'm remembering wrong.
E-Tanks is streaming.
Oh yeah, it was a different run. I just can't remember anything.
Should we get E-Tanks on the marathon, everyone?
Well, he already has 5 of them. He has like 7 more to go or something.
How many am I getting? I'm getting 10 E-tanks and 2 reserves.
CFB, should I contact E-Tanks live from the marathon?
He was here earlier.
Yeah, but not.
See?
Yeah,
Right.
should I not during this run?
There you go.
So there's actually we used to think going in the save room was faster, because what we have to do is we have to wait for this snail to crawl around because we climb up the snail, and it only moves when you're facing away from it. And so those power bomb blocks that we break make it like give it a whole bunch more area to climb through. So we figured resetting the room was good, but actually if you just wait in the room for that does 100 damage.
think he
That's
got-
really bad actually.
I think they got sick of you standing on them.
Max is not sleeping right now. He is just slightly off camera.
Are they worried that I should be sleeping?
Or
Maybe.
somebody's.
I don't know.
Quo's been like
Who is that?
showering
I-
for the
I think-
past hour and a half.
I think he
or
fell
something.
asleep in the shower.
I
What's up?
would check on Quo, but I'm more invested in this run.
We
What's
do
up,
that
house?
after.
This sucks.
I'm sure he's
I'm
fine.
assuming it's house. I know.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's a lot of trust to put in this thing.
I have a heart attack
Okay.
every time I see this.
I've been messing it up
I mean,
a lot
at
lately.
some point,
It's
I
not
will,
easy.
I will go snooze for a bit.
That's not hard either.
It's not hard, but it's not easy.
That way, I could possibly put on some quality nighttime content, rather than just randomly making sure it's not broken. Though I think chat really enjoyed the Smash Bros. CPU
Imagine
battles.
having quality content.
Okay. Time
Yeah,
for
I
bot screen.
don't-
So if you stand in the far left, then
You're right.
he'll never hit you. But they put spikes in the
I
far
blame
left,
Dark-Aries.
so
You're right. It has to be comfy over quality. I forgot that that's the rule.
I want to give a shout out to Cypher for wishing me
Death?
good luck in the snowstorm. After I'd finished going through the snowstorm.
It's the thought that counts, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he did text me, hey, Electra, don't die in a snowstorm. Okay, thanks.
So this guy has one absolutely undodgeable pattern, and that's if he comes out of the top left hole and goes straight down. There are two. Yeah,
There it
it's
is.
that one.
Speaking of the number.
Ouch.
And he does like 120 damage.
Shout out to Blue Sea. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. That pattern is dodgeable if you react to it in time. If you jump and morph, but I wasn't expecting.
That
it.
wasn't entirely your fault. The TV kind of freaked out. Again.
That's also true. There we go. I did he did the.
Bruh.
Okay, that wasn't fair.
Yeah, random number generator not being kind right now.
That was not the right. Oh my gosh.
Ouch.
I
Oh, dude, the combo.
Oh, I
Damn.
did the jump more for the pattern that wasn't the one that you need to do that. I would have been fine if I just sat still, but I ended up taking a
I
hit.
had to unload the Taco Bell. Damn. That sounds painful.
It was like 12.
You guys
Yeah.
are watching from up.
Yes.
Jeez, man.
But at least use the freshener.
Kino alert.
Hope this doesn't kill a snail.
I'm just happy I'm not at work today.
I can't believe Headcrab made this NASA marathon tweet. I blame Quo for that one.
That makes sense.
There's only so much you can. There's only so far you can get with blaming Dark-Aries. That one.
That definitely wasn't Dark-Aries' fault.
Yeah, it was quite sweet.
I can hear
You
him
can just
from
blame
upstairs.
me, that
He
works
is like-
too.
No. It's not Quo's fault.
That toilet is definitely destroyed.
Yeah, like it is.
I mean,
it's
it
not
wouldn't be the
usable.
first time that I've had to get it replaced.
I'm actually
Ouch.
feeling okay from the Taco Bell.
Can I still make it onto this?
I mean, you're
Yeah.
used to American Taco Bell.
oh,
He has never had Taco Bell.
Oh, okay.
And I will not be having
Just,
Taco
if the
Bell
toilet
happy.
breaks, let's just hope it lasts long enough that it breaks after we're done here.
Worst case, we just have to drive to McDonald's anytime you wanna.
I just want to get.
Because
some
I will say from
parties.
experience when my toilet was busted, it sucked not having a working toilet for like 2 days.
Yeah, that's what the McDonald's is for. Buy their $1 iced coffee and you're set.
Yeah.
Quotation
Wow, look who it
is
is.
back.
Dude, you look fucking like a new human.
Thanks.
How was your nap?
It was great. I had the stream open, by the way.
Yeah, we noticed.
Did you have your phone in the shower with you?
No. No.
Yo,
I mean,
Quo,
I've done
toss me a birthday cake. A birthday cake. This is
That is the birthday
They're all
cake.
birthday cake. Pass me my
It's got
drink.
chimneys on it.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, no.
All right, you guys call me Jimmy.
Save the tin that murdered the phone. I
That's
like
fine.
that
It's got a
habit.
case.
I was any
Where's the
so
birthday?
missed it. Dang.
Every day's a birthday.
Fuck. Too far to the side.
There's gonna be random
Fucking
tidbits
asshole.
I don't care.
Why every Timbit that
It's
was
literally a hardwood floor with 2 shitty ass carpets on the ground. I'll just clean it up later. Again, this is one of the reasons why we're doing it down here, so it's not a pain in the ass.
The birthday cakes. Oh my god!
Right?
Every time it happened.
Yeah, you're annoyed by it. Just think how I feel right now.
Wait, why?
Oh, it's way worse for you. It's also your fault. So
It is.
like, I don't have to feel bad about it.
Alternatively, we
Whoa.
could just
Like I can
ask
get mad at
the
it, but I don't have to feel bad.
local Best Western. It's like, hey, can we rent out a room for the rest of our marathon? I don't know how much.
There you go.
There we go.
Take that,
World
snake.
record, baby.
Take that, snake.
Also, Canadian Owl says that Zenny bought Zoast 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sad I missed
Really?
that. Yeah, third place
I
now.
Toast
Toast is toast.
We'll
Okay.
get back to those later.
So there's this super missile in place of the Boston energy tank, but the tunnel to it is different, so I can't get to it from the left.
Oh, how did your t-shirt survive multiple washes?
He
I don't know.
actually doesn't wash the
Yeah.
shirt.
Mine survived multiple washes as well.
Yeah, mine, like, I threw it in the wash once, or like twice, and like, look at this
I
shit.
threw mine in once,
It's like,
and I
literally, like,
I don't.
How do you guys wash your shit? I don't
No, I'm fairly
do you like air dry them, or do you hand wash them? You know,
No, I have a washer and dryer.
I think
So,
I
that
mean, I flip them inside out.
a couple of
Wow,
shirts
maybe
just
that
weren't
does it.
cured
Maybe
enough.
that does
You're
it.
supposed to flip that stuff.
I
inside out.
definitely don't. So
Yeah.
that's definitely what's doing.
No,
it.
What
Jack
it
doesn't
is,
wanna do
what
that.
it is it's the wear of rubbing against other fabrics, like jeans and stuff like that.
It
especially.
sounds like you properly take care of your clothes. And
I try a bit.
That's the first
because I have a
thing.
lot of other stuff that's just like that, and they still like I'm actually wearing another shirt. It's like stuff all over the arms,
Yeah, it's not really.
like all on the back and stuff. But yeah, you're supposed to turn that stuff inside out because jeans, sweaters are like super abrasive on anything with like logo designs and stuff on it. Unless it's like if it's not like that, but the shirts
Yeah,
that have
it's
it like fuck, what do you call that? When they like the whole shirt is like colored.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's colored.
Yeah, sort of, but you know, like you can get like designs like in the fabric of the shirt, not
Yeah.
like put it over. Like those are fine just to throw.
Because I have a couple of those as well, and those I just don't give a shit about because doesn't matter.
So there's a locked door at the top of this room, which is
I think most of them
unique
are
to this
actually
hack.
Shout out to enemies you don't get to
Most
see.
ones I have are like Yeti shirts, but I just don't give a shit about because no matter how I
So you have to go all the way back here to
Yeah.
kill this this mock droid.
It's such a weird hip-hop.
Yeah, it is. Again,
But I
you don't
noticed
see
that
these guys.
Those shirts are like, if anything,
Oh, that was
power
close.
quality With,
They
is
do
it
100
only-
damage.
I would say, is it
Stuff that
only
Twitch
the
is
jab
starting
out that
to
has the
this year.
damage?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the Twitch
Yeah,
shirts
the
were
lick.
so
The lick, yeah.
yeah, this is Twitch.
For some stupid reason.
Like
And-
they want money for the shirt.
But I have to kill every killable enemy
to pay
to
Twitch
open
and
the
then
door.
pay
Here.
partner.
yeah, it's not worth it. But
Nah.
Well, the next shirts that we print off, I want to get them like actual dyed. Like
yeah.
you get a printer and it literally prints onto the shirt, but it's
Yeah,
like
that-
ink
Yeah,
dye.
yeah. It's exactly the way to go. Because then you don't really need to care too much about
No.
markers, machine washing it or
And then
whatever.
you can make sure they're the color you want.
Yeah, that was the big thing. That was not the color that we wanted.
Although I don't mind the color.
It worked out, but like
I like that color.
it was supposed to be like more personal. Like it worked out because like actual Nintendo was
Whoa.
like this color.
Okay, so I'm about to do the hardest boss in the run.
I guess
Um,
it's just fate.
Good luck
This
with
is really bullshit. Okay, so Dragon.
I entirely take the blame for making a pink Nintendo.
Imagine Dragon, but in a cage. That's
And you're in the cage.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so there are these turrets on the side of the wall, and their shots do 128 damage, which is a lot. And normally you can blow them up with missiles so that they don't shoot at you during the fight. But they're surrounded by a 2-tile thick wall.
Your suit changed.
Only because
uh,
it's charging.
Any charges.
Also, Dragon has 10,000 HP instead of 6,000. So basically, I have to do this fight, not being able to move properly because I have no gravity suit, and having to deal with the turrets firing at me. Whoa.
You're gonna be seeing azder do a good bit of short hopping. It's a good way to get quick speed. You don't have gravity. Yeah, this fight.
She does 160 damage if she gets you. And these goos, if they latch onto you, then she will grab you and she will randomly spank you while she's holding onto you, and you have to mash the D-pad to get out of the grab. So it just puts you at huge risk, and you're then at risk of getting shot at by turrets while you're being held. It's really, really bad if you get grabbed. Like, I have a lot of health right now, but I can lose a lot of it extremely quickly if things start to go even a little bit wrong. Her goo trajectories are a little bit random. One of the worst ones is one that goes straight down, because you don't have very good opportunity to shoot that one out. I'm getting really lucky that she's dropping so many missiles. If you don't have missiles during a round, it can be really hard to clear the goose fast enough. Oh!
I mean, I've seen this boss fight a million times, but this boss fight definitely looks different.
The power bombs I like to do for the left side because there's 2 turrets on the right. And the power bombs can eat the turret shots and make them ineffective. The downside is that the power bombs, if you clear out goo with power bombs, it makes them not drop anything. So you'd kind of rather they do drop stuff, but sometimes you just have to go with that. I try and shoot some of the goos out before they get hit by the power bombs, so I can get a couple of drops at least. Sucks being this low on ammo because I just cannot do very much at this point.
Well, you're doing great so far.
Your spacer shots, you can't fire them as fast as missiles, so it's a lot less reliable to clear out the goo with them.
There you go, you got it.
That was actually really good. I only took that accidental hit from morphing
that
properly.
was like really, really good.
As I said, of all the bosses you said to be the hardest, I think this is like the one that you first tried.
I think the thing is that it doesn't get affected as badly by
Because you're already
like
lagging.
That's true.
by the latency.
Except for like the ending shots where Dragon's going like a million.
Yeah, those shots I kept missing a lot because of the latency, but the actual like dodging, it's almost as if you're playing with latency the whole fight, anyways. So that's a grapple jump. That's kind of an abuse of physics. If you unmorph and
I'm disappointed in you, Dale, if you hear this on the stream.
if you morph and unmorph, and you're still rising out of a grapple swing, then you can actually jump again as if you're on solid ground for a brief amount of time.
I think he's practicing our run for the marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I just saw in the chat and the Discord.
Oh, okay, nice.
He's practicing a really good category for able to.
A really good category for me. Excellent. I'm excited.
Yeah. And by really good, I mean pretty terrible.
When's the schedule out for your marathon?
Next weekend.
All right,
Next
make sure you don't let me get a run.
Excellent.
Are
That's an issue
submissions
right
still
now.
being accepted?
Fantastic.
Yo, shout out to Paul actually bringing intermission content for his marathon.
Also,
Oh wait.
do I have
How
time?
about
Do I
actually?
still have time to submit runs?
Wow. Yeah.
Dude.
Till Monday.
Oh,
Alright, well at least we have for the other
fantastic.
half.
What time on Monday?
He was here.
Huh?
What time on Monday?
On midnight.
Oh, so I can submit on
On
Monday.
Monday.
Cool.
Do I DM you or DM NASA?
DM NASA.
I think I was forgetting something.
Dude, apparently, I feel, well, not apparently, I feel a lot better than I'm not the only one forgetting shit here. So,
Yeah, the difference
Hey,
is
Quo.
the thing he's forgetting is.
Throw me a chocolate.
I got you.
Thanks, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I forgot. Oh yeah, you wanted to play that at this marathon. Yo, pass another one.
Just get the box and tidbits.
Just throw the whole box.
Yeah.
Please. don't want to find Timbits in the weirdest
At least
places.
close the lid.
Nah.
Wait, let's do an over the TV
Hey,
pass.
hey, hey, hey.
Oh.
Worst case, we drop them on top of the.
That is some legit strats right there.
Cool.
Alright, pass
Just
the
gonna-
Timbits up.
You want some Timbits?
Not
Yes.
in the
Sorry,
winter.
only winners get Timbits.
Damn.
Yo,
Enjoy chocolate.
So going down the left sand pit, I can get a reserve tank here, and reserve tanks are super useful because they're sort of like extra energy tanks. You can't get this until grapple, which is blocked by Dragon, so
Have we seen Shine Sparking yet? I don't recall.
I don't have a speed booster yet. that's
Damn.
that's actually coming up.
Reminder, I just want to say that when this hack was created, this was supposed to be impossible for humans.
when was this made?
2006.
Gosh, so it took 14 years.
When have people speedrun it for fun.
I mean, Leorm was playing this.
Since 2013.
Yeah.
I mean, it's clearly not possible because he's able to move like more than a pixel without being hurt.
But suffice it to say that this hack is incredibly difficult.
Yeah, probably.
I think it's safe to call.
Oh, most certainly. Most certainly.
Certainly playing the hardest of all games.
I'm glad he appeared today.
I feel no shame playing easy games.
You think you play easy games?
Have
Wow.
you seen the games I play?
Have you seen the games
They're
I
nothing
play?
but memes.
Actually lost a shit ton of health in that section. I
Like
think
the best run that I've ever done.
Was overestimated.
No, actually, all of them have been underestimated. I don't have.
No rat, no NASA run, it was an overestimate.
I've actually legitimately never had a run overestimate.
Everybody puts
Well,
their
not
estimate
over
ridiculously
NASA.
high. You just put your estimate ridiculously
Shout out
high.
to
and
when
you'll
I always
submitted,
buffer up like 10,
an
10
estimate
15
to
minutes in
pre-NASA, and
worst
it
case
was
scenario.
better
Yeah.
than my
Especially if it's a long
PB,
run.
and I went 5 minutes over my PB.
Mine I've
We've
buffered by
had
like
people
3-4
submit
minutes.
runs at NASA that were better than their PB. Don't know how we didn't manage to catch that one, but needless to say, they did not hit their initial estimate.
No?
Shocker. But
Initial.
So they just put the world record time as their estimate.
no, but I think it was still like
They just
5
submit
minutes
their
better than
PB
their
as
PB.
the estimate. My personal best is 25 minutes. I'm gonna submit it as 25 minutes. It's like
No, it was
Oh,
more like
God.
personal best was like an hour 50,
Oh,
and something
okay.
was like an hour 45 or something.
yeah.
It's
It's
say
so-
mine was like 2 hours.
So I'm doing a sequence break in this round that wasn't in the HEDQ run. That saves about 4 minutes. I'm skipping Spring Ball, which you're supposed to go get Spring Ball after Dragon. You go all the way through the sewers up to Shack Tool, and it's some slow grapple spike bullshit. But what Spring Ball is supposed to let you do is get Plasma Beam. Plasma Beam is in like it's in an alcove in the early part of Meridia, where there's normally just a super missile, and in the vanilla game you can get to it fine without gravity suit or spring ball because there's a 3-tile high part of the tunnel that you can mid-air morph in. But for this hack, they changed it to make it too high. And because it's too high, you can't stand up in the tunnel to be able to jump. So you need spring ball to get through it. But there's a trick you can do abusing reserve tanks where if you switch your, it's kind of hard to. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, there's a trick you can do with reserve tanks where there's a crab in that tunnel, and if it hits you, then the game spends time filling energy from your reserve tank, and you can abuse it to where you get crab knockback twice from the same hit, and double knockback is enough to get you into that tunnel. But we need 2 reserve tanks total. That was the second one I grabbed. We need 2 reserve tanks total to be able to do that trick because the crab does 120 damage. So that will just eat through 1 reserve tank and kill me anyways. I don't know why I'm farming up this guy, actually.
Thank you, ED.
Also, CFB, that DKC2 run, is that one where you died on the first enemy? It's a great start to a marathon. If that works.
One of my favorite clips from that year.
I think it's one of our most popular clips on the channel, period. Yeah.
For good reason.
It's definitely up there.
CFB, can you submit this ROM hack to NASA this year? Thanks.
I'm so mesmerized by this run, I'm not gonna lie.
It's crazy, right?
Oh, please don't die. Oh, fuck.
It's crazy.
Okay, I need to load it.
Time to run through the backups.
I wasn't
No.
I honestly wasn't expecting to die
This
here,
hack
so
is shit.
so
How
I
about,
actually I don't have a backup that's right next to it, so I have to go get the reserve tank again, which isn't a big deal.
how about a 3-way race between you, me, and Azder in balls to the wall? It's B2TW 2020, baby.
Okay, what are these saves? Please tell me this is the right one. Yes, okay, this is the right one.
World record,
First try.
baby. Here you go.
Damn it. I don't normally die getting that energy tank.
I mean, you probably don't normally play with lazy stuff.
I can't remember the last time I played B2TW. Probably like 2015.
Oh, I found a bug in it where I got the save file to load in I saved somewhere and it spawned me in the vanilla Norfair tunnel out of Morph.
I've never saved in B2TW because it's not long enough to warrant saving, but
And so like so you're able to play unmorphed, and the physics are really not designed for you to not be in morph. Like the physics are super heavy and you can't go anywhere. And as soon as you morph, you're stuck in morph again forever. But like there's like a full suit palette and stuff.
yes, B2TW. ED. Greatest hack known to man. It is a fun idea. I wish it was expanded on a bit more.
So guys, what Plasma Beam is supposed to do for me is it lets you kill Betons, the guys that do 200 damage that I keep having to dodge. And there are 4 of those in the Crate Energy Tank room, and that room has Space Jump in it. So if you can kill Betons, you can get Space Jump and get out. And having Space Jump would be really nice for this section, but because I need 2 reserve tanks to do the trick to actually get Plasma without Spring Ball, I end up having to come here first to be able to get this reserve tank, and while I'm here I might as well get Speed Booster. Speed Booster, the hell into Speed Booster is probably the second hardest part of this whole run. And the game expects you to have both Spring Ball and Space Jump for some sections of it. So I have to take some extra damage due to not having those items in my route yet. And it's all so that I can get the second reserve tank early to get Plasma without having to get Spring Ball. So pretty much I got that reserve tank. I'm going to go get an energy tank by Crocomire. And then after that we're going to do the I'll run the Speed Booster without all the items that are expected for it. And it is going to suck. This is actually something that I screw up regularly without latency, so... Not this part's easy. just need to be faster. But the Howler and the Speed Booster is really easy to screw up.
I gotta say, after those 10 bits, I'm not feeling good again.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
A lot of sugar.
Yeah.
A lot of sugar in that.
Only sugar.
You know what's amazing though? Like, these don't have that much sugar compared to like Krispy Kreme and shit.
Yeah, but like
That's because Krispy Kreme is like explicitly sugar. I think there's more sugar than donut in those.
Well, I
That's what
remember.
makes them so good.
You know, I remember when Dark Fox got a donut from Tim Hortons. He's like, "Oh, this is so nice. It's not like sugar." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's sugar." It's like, "Yeah, but like compared to Krispy Kreme."
I remember
What's the
saying
hashtag for NASA Launchpad?
It's on the layout.
NASA Launchpad.
It says hashtag Launchpad.
It doesn't actually. Oh, it does.
It does.
Well,
That's
I'm
super
just
hard
gonna
to
remake
It's
the-
also on like 480p right now.
Why is it also not hashtag NASA Launchpad?
Because
Well, I'm fixing that right now. It's now hashtag NASA Launchpad. 2020.
Mar 2020.
Yeah, Mar 2020.
there was only so many edits I wanted to do to the layout yesterday.
Okay, so this
Hashtag
room-
Dark-Aries LCD.
This room wants me to have spring wall to jump over the spikes that are in this section. Also, you have to find the hidden path here. So you're supposed to have spring wall to jump over these, but I have to manually jump over them very carefully.
Shout out to formerly.
And you're supposed to have
unvisited
space jump in this room. I need to fill my reserves manually. You need to, you lose health if you don't fill them manually in heated rooms, because while they're filling, the heat keeps ticking down. So I have to do that damage boost, because I don't have space jump to get over, like, the platforms at the center gate thing. Okay.
I love having my run on now and like in the first run of the marathon. Because now I have no stake in this, except for this run. So
Okay, now I just sit here and farm. Okay, it's not over yet. I still have to go get speed booster, and then get out. And in vanilla, you just run out of the room and try not run the lava. But in Impossible, there is an extra like structure that you have to do a speedball through, and if you miss it, you die. And also, there is a bug in the game where if the heat sound effects, if a certain part of the heat damage sound effect hits you at a particular time when you get the blue suit effect from the speed booster, it can just take away the blue suit.
Actually, can chat tell me if capture at any point also flickers, or is it just this TV? That'd be good to know.
Sure that it's doing it now, but then it didn't do it yesterday.
Well, we weren't
it
playing
did
Super
do it
Nintendo.
yesterday.
Yeah, I did twice during.
X2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember it
I
doing
remember
it
it
during
during
X2
any
and
of the
it
other
did
stuff.
it or even Dance. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
It's on the stream.
Okay, please
So
work.
it's not the TV.
So it is the HDMI conversion then, which means I should have locked it to 60 Hz output.
Okay, we got it.
Yeah! I was trying to get that message so I can see it flicker.
Motherfucker!
That's great.
Jeez, man.
Yo,
Got
this
him.
weekend is just kill Aries weekend. Just kill him slowly with all these technical issues.
Okay, so that was one of the hardest parts. I didn't die in the speed run. Holy crap!
First try.
And you haven't died in all the hard parts. Again, marathon.
Okay, so the key to doing the hard parts is to add latency. The key to the rest of the game is no latency.
Well, I'm more so attributing that to marathon luck and not to your misguided.
No, hold on.
He's trying to
Only
take some
LCDs for Launchpad. Oh,
We have to test it out. I can't bring a whole van of CRTs to Ohio. Why did we pick Ohio? Because people wanted it. So people better bring CRTs if you don't want LCDs.
I can bring a PVM.
I'm just gonna submit HD runs.
So the damage from the Hell Run actually works out really well. Me being damaged down this much because I need to activate my reserves to do the double knockback for early plasma. I have to get hit to 0. So the fact that the Hell Run did that much damage to me is really convenient. And also, like, the bug farming let me actually fill up my 2 reserve tanks so that I actually have health in them to do the trick with. So this routing just works out super well. It just makes you have to do harder stuff. And I need to actually take the hits. And hopefully I time the pause on this right. And so I have to be 1 hit away from death here for this to work. I set my reserves to manual because if you have them on auto, then it just instantly refills them and it doesn't give you an opportunity to do any pause abuse. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause as I'm about to take the hit, and I'm going to switch them back to auto so that it refills them and lets my iframes run out during the hit. Okay, so now they're on auto.
Nice.
Now they're filling. Now I'm going to get hit again. There, I got hit again, so that's double knockback. And I need to pause again, otherwise I'm blind. Because the screen doesn't... the screen's like trying to come out of the fade out and it gets interrupted. So it doesn't undarken at all. Now, they just expected you to spring ball here, and I don't think they tested the slope. This slope just doesn't work correctly. So I have to do this stupid bomb jump to push me into the tunnel. Alright, there we go. And now I have like no health, so I have to make sure I don't die.
I'm glad ED in the chat is just like coming clutch with the color commentary. Hello lads, welcome to the web stream. Can we get some Sir Laz 1, Sir Laz 3, and Sir Laz 2 in the chat room?
Why not in order?
That is in order.
It's a order.
No, it's the correct order.
I get super scared.
It's madness. There is always order.
Spikes here.
I mean, you could look up the game mode. That's the order.
Most likely correct.
This is mod. Yes, this is a hack.
I could refill at that refill station, but I'm gonna get an energy tank pretty soon, so I'll just...
Oh! Sneak attack!
I could have killed it, actually. I have plasma beam, but it takes several shots to kill it still, and there's a chance that it could...
You're not gonna take the refill?
No, I don't need it.
You better hope not.
Madman.
Again, God game. Nice. I mean, if you were to put Laz in a Super Metroid ROM pack, like, Metroid would be able to crawl.
Oh, by the way, this is why you're so limited on power-ups, because you can't get back to the original part of the game until you have Speed Booster, because of this frick. God damn it. Oh my god, latency is gonna screw me hard with this. I don't use internal keys for this, and I really should.
Makes it pass all the hard parts first try.
Oh, I thought you had it.
Jesus,
There you go.
I'm actually legitimately worried about that now. Yeah, that isn't that hard to do.
It's just a 4.
I do a 3-tap for it. You probably don't have to.
We're trying to be truly revolutionary in this marathon with the natural natural light.
So
I
if you
thought
aren't,
they were.
Sadly, we
I thought
can't
they
do it
were
outside.
referred to the beer.
We could though.
so
It
if
would just
you do this from flush against the wall, you can actually accelerate a super straight through this gate. That was not known when this was made, so you weren't supposed to get the C-Tank until later. But it's a really fast one to grab, so we grab it.
And that's why there was no healing.
There's a lot of E-Tanks that we can grab at this point that we don't because they're out of the way. It's like I have plasma beams, so killing those guys.
Can I get a
before I
roll
die.
call on couch?
No.
No.
Starting from the side.
I guess not.
Not taking the pack?
Oh fuck.
I don't want extra missiles actually. They don't really do anything for me, and
Nice flicker.
there's
Not
a
show up on. Or well, we can check now.
there's a mini boss coming up called Golden Chorizo.
Nope,
And-
it does not show up on stream. It's the TV.
If you have 32 current missiles or more,
You know
then
where
it does an
doesn't
attack
flicker?
where it throws crescent beams, and
It's
it causes it to
Severely. It's one line.
basically the crescent beam attack means that it does it spits orbs less often, and you want to farm the orbs for health.
I
So
should've just dropped $500 on a new TV yesterday.
so if I have 32 missiles or
that's
more
only
for
like
that fight, then I will be able to farm health at
Or I could have just
The real
a
money
much
would
worse
be
rate.
the euro.
That is correct.
This is what Oates ran at GDQ. Yes, but this is better.
It's comfier.
We have the actual world record holder here.
Supposedly.
Well,
He's definitely on world record pace. Just ignore all the
Oh, good
timers
lord.
and the safety saves.
This
and-
god gamer has to deal with my bullshit, so instantly better run. That's why logic.
I'm skipping spring ball, so it's instantly a better run. I think my Dragon fight was better.
Live were, yes. That's what we're witnessing right now.
Definitely done. No
Live
no
leak.
save states to be
This
seen
is the
here.
latency roll, right?
152, that's a good pace for this spot, right?
Laz
Style
and
forward?
based are two words
Oh, it is.
I'd probably not put together.
What?
I'm just kidding.
What's the world?
Laz
world record for
and
this mod?
more like it.
146.53.
So we're on pace.
So we're on pace.
Yes,
Plus or minus 6 minutes.
definitely.
Laz, when are we playing Jackbox again?
Which one?
6, because it has not Mafia. At NASA. That's a long. I have to wait a long time for that.
It's like
Laz.
3 months. It's not
Yeah.
Actually, I have that Jackbox. You're talking about the Alien game, right?
Yeah, I have it too.
I played it once when the game first came out. The servers were so laggy we couldn't play properly.
Oh, it's good now. What the fuck, CFB? Take that back.
Zost hasn't had world record for Hondo in like 3 years.
3 years? Yeah.
Alright, time to get space jumps. This room is death if you go into it without plasma
I see
beam.
a couple aliens. Nice plasma spam.
Yeah, so I never managed to show that they do 200 damage, so you just have to trust me on that.
He's too good.
I'm a big fan of Mario Samus.
Mario Samus.
Yeah. I mean, is that not the color palette?
It's red and blue. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. But
It's
like it's a
Mario.
light blue.
I'm gonna post a Zost emote in the chat.
Okay, so the reason that we had to go back to Brentstar was to get some extra energy tanks, but most importantly, to get power bomb packs that weren't accessible before Speed Booster. And now that we have 15 power bombs, we can do a technique called the Crystal Flash. It's an intended thing that was put into the game as an Easter egg. If you're at 50 health or less, then you can hold a button combination that will use 10 of each ammo, plus an extra power bomb, and it will refill your health. So that is kind of necessary to get through Lorne Warfare without dying. And to actually get in Lorne Warfare, we have to do a trick called Lava Dive to get through the room without gravity suit. Your wall jumps are floatier in lava, so we're able to use that to climb up the wall.
Yeah, he ran Hyper Metroid a couple of times.
Zost? Yeah. This is streams. Okay.
Hyper screwed.
Alright.
Except for project-based physics, but you know, don't have to talk about those.
The bounce ball that I did really helps with that. Like it helps you move through the lava way faster, so you take a lot less damage than you would otherwise. And I had to turn off Speed Booster for it because it doesn't work with Speed Booster on. Because if you have Speed Booster on, they really didn't want you to be able to like charge a Shiny Spark in lava for whatever reason. So they made lava actually check if you have Speed Booster on, and if you do have it on, then it actively kills your run speed. Oh wait, I forgot to Crystal Flash. Oops. Good thing I saved. Can you even do that dive without that? Yeah, you can. It's actually faster to it's faster to do it without the bounce ball actually, because you don't have to unequip speed.
Hey, sorry.
It just costs more energy. And I think if we dropped to I have 8 tanks right now for safety. In my current record attempts, I have 7 here. You could theoretically drop to 6. I think if you drop to 6, you wouldn't be able to.
Can I jump through?
Yeah. I think that if you dropped to 6 tanks here, you would not be able to deliver that. So that's the Crystal Flash. I'm going to be using that. It does consume 10 of each ammo, so I only have 10 supers. So basically, your ammo routing, you have to be kind of careful with it. You can't, like, it's not just an infinite heal. You have to manage your resources still.
Hey CFB, next time you stream, can you remind me to gift a sub to Dorko? I owe him a sub for buying me bread 2 weeks ago. Thanks. Thanks, man. It really helps me.
Whoa! Okay, that's a death. I can't believe I fell there. That's one of those things that is like, that's a meme for like 100% runners.
How did you die while you were healing?
They need to grab the.
How did you die while your health was going up?
My health wasn't going up.
I think it was just the E tanks, right? Or the reserve tanks that shot you back up a little bit. And then
Oh yeah. I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah, the reserve tank just brought the health up a little, and then.
Damn it! That's like a thing that like people lose 100% runs to when they need to grab the missile that's normally there. I have done that before actually, but only in practice. Never in a run.
Unfortunate.
It sucks.
That was for that time when was it 2 Worlds we went to go get Timbits?
Yeah, me and
Brought
2
back a
Worlds.
full pack of nothing but plain Timbits.
It was like 3 a.m. and they didn't have anything else.
Like, how many was it? Was it like 20?
I think it was
That's
10.
such a 2 Worlds move, though.
Yeah.
Like, literally just plain.
Like,
It's like 2 rows.
And that was the second Tim's that we went to. The first one didn't have anything.
it's not even, like, dumb. It's just, like...
It's just like...
It's a 2 Worlds, man.
Yeah.
Like...
I want Timbits, even if they're the worst ones.
Well, if you want Timbits, there's some right over here.
Are they all plain?
No, there's a mix of like birthday cake and chocolate.
I'm actually disappointed.
Oh, I took a hit.
Oh
there.
my god.
That's okay.
You
Did I
got-
take a hit actually?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I couldn't tell because I
Oh,
You've gotta be
my
And
gotta be kidding me.
It's all the latency.
It is actually. It is. I'm hitting the ceiling where I normally wouldn't be.
Hey, Dark-Aries.
You've killed him twice.
You
I think it's more than
It's
twice.
much more
I
than
should go to the
twice.
bathroom more often. I get like the counter up by 2 just by like 30 minutes. Pretty big.
Reminder that none of these deaths are actually Azder's fault.
They're all mine.
We should update the category from any impossible any percent to like
Impossible.
latency percent.
Massive
Latency impossible any percent.
Death
Plus, Dark-Aries get in front of the screen a billion times. That also helps.
I blame the layout of the room.
See, you know what's
There's
great is
literally no better way.
Estimate might get close. I don't know.
what's great is that if I had Spring Ball, then I would just be able to like be super safe and Spring Ball bounce across the crumbles with no risk of falling. But I went nice into it.
Still got 12 minutes.
Oh yeah, you got this. I've seen
There
you
is
win these.
a 0% chance this is going over.
That is true.
Yeah, it was.
There is no way.
Yeah, there's no way this is going over 333. I don't think it's going to.
NASA's always on time. I mean,
That is correct.
Really amazing.
Wording Foosda.
Other marathon.
I keep getting hit by that.
Alright, remember to press A.
I'm wondering what kind of content chat wants.
Yeah!
Okay, now I have to not like run face first
We need
into
to
this.
throw up a poll in chat for like their top 4 Smash characters to do AI battle again tonight.
Wait, which Smash is
64 remix.
Like it
Yeah, it's
set up
4
the
extra characters.
GameCube one or something.
What do you mean lost time? This is
No, we can do
rest.
Smash
it's Drax.
Ultimate CPU.
Do you have amiibos?
Huh?
Do you have amiibos?
Yeah, I have a bag of videos.
We can get the amiibos to level 50 on each other.
MBAs.
No, man. We start with raw, old, like, just the shitty AI.
Yeah, the
For
like
all
level
mine?
1 AIs to like just fight it out until they're all level 50.
Impossible GT is so much
Exactly.
easier.
It'll
than
take
Ascent
3 hours or
GT.
something. Like, you know.
I mean, that's perfect
what,
for the
GT?
name. Huh?
Ascent's GT.
Oh yeah.
And then we can fight
we
the
can do
amiibos.
that on,
I got
on
there
a
and
small
tried to do
screen,
it like before you take
and then
off.
I'll
I'll
do
do
a
it.
comfy
This sucks.
FFA hundo run through the night. That means I would have to go get some sleep soon if I'm gonna even attempt.
Because he like actually tries to throw super missiles at you. So it's like
But chat thoroughly enjoyed this.
I'm gonna have to word CFD. Like me and Azder talking about Super Metroid. Everyone else talking about shitty party games.
And shitty donuts.
Yeah, I ate too many of those now. I feel sick.
Okay, don't be jealous because like just because I slapped you in Mario Party. Like,
Hey, I was
Hold on.
beating you like for the majority of the game.
I'm like-
I had
It doesn't
never played
matter.
Mario Party before.
Quo cheated. He played Peach. The game favors Peach.
No, I'm gonna say 75% positive that Quo was playing on hack save file.
Yeah. 280 something coins.
Thank you.
it's because I won like all the mini games.
Yeah, you won all of them
Did
because you
someone
cheated.
mod Foosda?
Okay, Pillars is actually going to be really fucking hard with latency.
Just gotta thread the needle, man.
Just claim everything is really fucking hard.
Oh, wait, actually, this is.
The game is hard.
That's not good.
Some may say impossible.
I need some help, so let's. I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Oh my god. Let's make them drop health. Oh, let's use the super so that they don't drop health. Idiot. Okay, well, we're just gonna go. Hopefully, I still have enough health for this.
You got this. I've seen you win this.
This strat is. It's pretty nerve wracking. This is called the worst room in the game.
That strat is so good. Man.
It is, but like.
It's like
If you do like anything wrong, it goes so badly.
oh yeah, but it's an oldie and a goodie. can't hate that strat. Spin around forever.
Okay,
Oh my god.
That was close.
let's do 200 damage.
And
Nice,
yes.
nice monitor shot.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Alright, we're in this.
All right. So I can get powerbomb drops from here, which are gonna help me be able to crystal flash. On the way to Ridley.
Alright, out of the danger zone.
So.
This is my favorite looking room in the game.
Because you can only see half of it.
It's black. It's pitch black.
It's very mesmerizing.
If you have plasma, you can shoot through an enemy and walk through it at the same time, and it won't hit you. That's called hitboxing. You can do it with power bombs too. But the key hunters, these particular color, they don't take damage from power bombs, so you can't do it. You need plasma.
A power bomb.
Iframe abuse is a big theme of Lower North.
I'm gonna plasma hitbox one of these guys too. And PB hitbox this guy.
Still war pace? Of course it does. You're watching the world record right now.
I died in the first possible place in the run weekend.
Yeah.
Technically, you can still get the record.
I'm gonna have to back up lads.
Not gonna lie.
It's pretty good.
No! That's
It is most definitely the LCD word.
bad.
Make a new speedrun.com category.
Can we ban speedrun.com from NASA events?
Actually, I need to use some reserves manually, I think. Maybe I should just use all of them. Yeah, let's just use all of them. Okay.
Holy moly.
Okay, I barely have the resources that I need, so I'm gonna crystal flash here before I go into Ridley's room, and then we're just gonna do the fight like this. I have to make sure that my health is gonna be below 50 when I actually do the inputs. Okay, so I basically have to not get hit, and he has to cooperate. I have to not miss. 1, 2. Okay. 3, 4. 10, 11, 12. I need him to grab me when he hits 0 HP for him to actually die. So that's why this is precarious. This might be an issue. Can we pause again into no? So that was a death grab, but he was gonna hit me with his tail. I tried to do some pause abuse, but I didn't have time to get another pause off to switch it back from manual to auto. I should have probably gone for the jump and grab to initiate it on my own terms. There's a way you can manipulate that. But I wasn't confident on my shot count. I felt like I might have been off by 1, and I didn't have time to do the extra shot. Oh, that's...
Death wasn't my fault,
No.
First one.
Give me one. I got one.
You have two, I think.
That's better than one.
There's, or there was something else that the bot tune death wasn't your fault. That it was me.
Yeah.
Like misreading the RNG, misreading whatever he was doing.
This is like the least comfy run of the marathon.
It's the most stress.
That was very.
Oh, well, I just took 200 damage. Sick. Oh, fuck me. I might still be okay. Yeah, we're still gonna be okay, I think.
Do we want more tidbits or donuts?
Oh, fuck off!
Literally
Fuck
got
off! No! No! No!
I'll
Do we have
help
any
devour-
donaires?
I'll help devour some.
Always.
Wrong part of Canada.
I know.
I'll put non-pizza.
I'm just thinking of my boy Skeleton Bill right now.
Give me another secret.
Pass me the box. I'm gonna put some on the serviettes.
Just take the box.
Yeah. We're eating too many.
Get them away.
Nah, we'll all just burn it off when we go outside. It's a beautiful day outside.
Who's going outside?
Donaires, not donors. Oh my god. Cringe.
2 years is Turkish, isn't it?
4,
Also, like,
5, 10, 11. You fucking asshole. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. What is wrong with you, dude? He's not supposed to spit fireballs at the platform. I mean, he can, it's just not that.
That was not fun to throw. I'm just gonna have to put it out there.
22,
Dude, I need to chill.
25,
Can I get a chocolate?
Don't give it to him.
28.
No.
I'm missing a lot of shots. I'm dead.
Who the hell used chocolate?
29.
You got those.
What?
37,
That's
30.
disgusting. No.
I think that's 37.
I'd rather go hungry than eat a plain tidbit.
38.
I'll tell you what, you have all the
Alright, everyone
chocolate.
shut up, everyone shut up.
Might be able to. Yo! Okay, now I have to not die when grabbing the drops. Oh!
Damn.
Oh, I didn't have enough health left in the reserve. Either that or I paused too early for it to work. No, I think I paused as late as I could. So 82 left in the reserve just isn't enough, I don't think. That was really close. I really thought I was gonna be fine grabbing the drops. But I did push it really far in the reserves. And I didn't need to, like I had like 40 more health to work with than I thought I was gonna. Did I just take a hit? I just got hit by it, didn't I?
You get to play their fun sound effect though. So it's fine.
So it all works out.
Is there an LCBO near us?
Up the road.
Well, I guess.
There's an LCBO right
A lot of them.
Fuck, that's bad. That's really bad. Actually, it's probably fine. I got it.
Yeah, you got super
It's also an actual person.
Okay, cool.
If you drive up in the direction of one of the LCBOs, that's also where the one gas station is.
Oh,
How
no.
sober do you need to be for your run club?
Snap or minish tab? By the way, it's the same answer, not really.
Dude, that's super taunting me. I can't.
Actually,
Excited for the fire rod percent.
the what? Oh, it's gonna be sick.
Yeah,
Like, that's-
fire rod percent is actually a cool meme.
What is fire up?
Oh, you will see.
The fact that it's called fire rod percent is cringe.
Oh no, it's ironically called that.
Yeah, even ironically, it's stupid, and I hate it. And I hate you for taking part in this stupid meme.
That's
but that being said, cool category.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's less arbitrary than any percent since it's faster.
So I actually missed a lot of shots in that fight that just barely worked. So if I don't do that, I think I got a tail hit too. Like, this is
I saw one of those.
a tail hit was just unlucky. Like he didn't pop very high with his tail. Ten, 11, 12, 13, 14. 21, 22, 24, 25, 28, 29, 30, 33, yes, 34, 35, 36. I think that was 37. He's dead. He was dead. I got that hit.
Yeah,
I got
that
that off-screen hit. Oh, I got the off-screen hit. Oh,
Dude, he is not being nice.
he was kind of being nice if I had like been able to count correctly.
Ridley was being nice when you did that.
What happens?
LCDs really do that to you, huh?
Some of it is like I'm actually doing really well in this fight despite the LCD. Like there's a lot of hits that I could be taking as a result of it that I've been okay with. I barely managed to dodge. I feel like I'm using it as an excuse a lot, but
You should be.
yeah.
He gave you permission to use it as much of an excuse as possible.
Please demean Dark-Aries as much as possible. Without.
It's like, if that happens, it's
No.
Ah, dude.
My feelings don't matter. It's okay.
What's the feelings like?
Port computer before the Windows update.
Facts over feelings. Yeah, it's fine. It's just I think I missed 2 supers or something. Wait, is it not 200 damage? Is it 100?
I just want everyone in the chat room and in this room putting yourself in Azder's shoes here and not being allowed to reset. And start over from scratch.
If he resets, he's still gonna have to get through Ridley. He'll just need to do the first hour and a half of the game as well.
The other Ridley was easy. My shoes are too big. Yes. Thank you.
That's RNG.
3. That what the hell was that fail before? I'm surprised it didn't hit me. Oh boy, this is. I lost it. Okay, that should be. Every turn's red is going to be 21. 23. That was tight. 4, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, the read. Okay, 30. 6, 7, 39, 40.
No, dude.
I'm not sure if I got screwed or if I just mistimed the grab. Maybe it was a hit short too. So he turns red if he turns red as soon as he goes below half health, not exactly at it. So it's possible that if my if I missed
It's in the chat.
if I missed more missiles than I thought I did, then
No one overestimate.
he would have changed color.
No way.
What are we at right now?
NASA never goes over estimate.
Yeah.
What are we at right now?
We're at a 221.20.
Ah.
We're gonna be underestimated.
We're gonna be underestimated.
I don't even know what going over estimate means.
This is fucking disky.
Yeah.
It's really the last boss of the game. Nope, there's still Mother Brain. And Mother Brain's really hard. All of her attacks do like shit tons of damage.
I'm surprised people hate
Yo, free food.
these games. They were terrible.
Why do I keep
You're definitely not better at this point.
The gambles you have to take.
a gamble? You have to take
Beggars
to
can't
win
be
the
choosers.
I'm not hating the Taco Bell hot sauce. Like, so good hot now.
That's gonna be your meal, just the Taco Bell hot sauce.
Yeah. Not hating it. Although I could have gotten here's that
See how bold you want to be by just driving straight into the Taco Bell and just taking more sauce.
I think I haven't done shit like that before.
I'm surprised they had the sauce out in this location. Normally they don't.
Yeah, that's like.
And they don't give it to you unless you specifically ask for it, which is dumb.
I'm a man who lives behind the cabinet, so you do it.
Okay.
Big believer in capitalism.
That was a really inconvenient timing for that swoop. Dude, that tail. The tail was a mind of its own. That actually could have been me. Okay.
Not yet.
I know.
Nice.
Can we clap?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone go subscribe to twitch.tv.
Please do not bring down the stream.
We've seen all there is to see.
Aries smacked the table and almost brought down the whole stream.
You know what?
He figured now you've got it done, he has to screw you over another way.
Oh, you thought you won? Unplugs everything.
Was it close?
Very.
Just be friendly.
That's like a body hit. And lived.
Suit change color.
Yeah, we got very.
This is the first suit upgrade I got in the whole game.
Yeah, I needed to take advantage of the makeshift bed for a quick rest.
Yo, this totally looks like we're playing for
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, in
Actually, I actually like this.
Impossible, you get the light suit.
Yeah, totally looks like the light suit.
It is the light suit. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's bad. This is. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna.
now Samus is actually a warrior of light.
I'm just gonna get crystal flash ammo so I don't fucking die.
No, Laz, we read it out. You just didn't hear it.
What did I say?
He said, I sent a donation, and did you guys skip it?
It was too small, we couldn't see it.
Yeah, we actually only read out donations of $1,000 or more, so sorry. You could just buy enough Twitch bits, and that could be your donation. Donate at least 10,000 bits. We'll read it out.
100,000.
No, we'll read out 10,000.
That's
being
fair.
a little more generous.
Yeah.
Everyone wants some of these sticks or whatever.
Not really.
Oh, I thought that was garlic bread.
No.
No, those are
Ass
some
kicked.
sticks.
Right? Wow.
Yeah. It was the least disappointing food that I've had from Taco Bell.
Just like
If you want, Laz,
nothing and cinnamon.
just give us the
Yeah.
numbers and the 3 digits on the back, and we can make sure the donation gets counted.
Oh. That's
Can I
because
get another Yard days on the screen? This is our request for.
We just have to like quote find it because
I got you. Let me Google Yar Days.
see how many different anime clips he pulls up.
I just need to help out my good friend.
There we go. No more Ridley fights.
Okay, I'm just gonna crystal flash. I need to get myself in health range.
Was that scene didn't work?
Now I don't have to play this part correctly. Nice. I almost never get that. That slump is really stupid. I trip on it almost every time. Bomb thing, idiot.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Oh, I almost got the ball boost.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very strange viewing angle I'm watching this from.
But it works.
If you really want to strain your eyes, you can try and watch it all the way over here in the OBS.
It looks better than watching it at this viewing angle.
I guess the light really doesn't help you from that angle, does it?
See, if you speed booster, you get the dark suit.
I actually didn't know what it looked like until just now.
Really? How long have you been playing this?
Oh, this is a suit from a different hack. This is a suit from Kaizo. I decided to patch it in for the meme since I don't have to care about if this runs like on a valid ROM or whatever.
I'm glad I could help you out with that.
So this is a way beam is here. and it's behind a really large door. And this room is also really cool. But yeah, so you have to kill Ridley to get this door to unlock. And Wade Beam lets you shoot through walls so that you can shoot the gates that are facing the wrong way. Most of the ones that have the button on the right don't have the ability to be glitched. So, and Gravity Suit is behind a right-facing gate. I have no power bombs. This is a problem.
Do you know what? What's the Kaizo gravity?
You're about to see it.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
Is it terrible?
It's actually not that bad. I think mostly, like, actually just the original suit is bad.
It's not good.
But yeah, so Gravity's been chilling here the entire time, and you just couldn't get it.
Oh.
That's hot.
It could
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
It's can't argue with the facts.
I love spring green.
Okay, the end of the game is basically a fetch quest for all the rest of the major items because they are all required for some reason or another. So I have to go get, now that I have Weight Beam, I have to go get Screw Attack. Because I need Screw Attack to be able to kill the pink pirates. Normally the pink pirates are vulnerable to Plasma Beam, but they need Screw Attack.
Ready for a door transition here.
Go ahead. They need Screw Attack to be killed in this hack. And you have to kill a set of pink pirates to open the door to Mama Turbo's room because that's where Ice Beam is. And you need Ice Beam to kill Metroids in this game because power bombs do not work against them. So you have to go through this whole fetch quest thing to beat the game. And Screw Attack is actually where Plasma normally is.
How's the temperature outside?
Nice.
Lovely.
What? The gate didn't open.
I think that means it's nap time, Mash.
Maybe.
Go get that power nap.
No, I don't want to. Caffeine's bad for me.
It is a drug.
I'm willing to sacrifice myself.
When you're
I
stoned,
mean,
you drug.
that kind of caffeine's fine.
Yeah.
Except the ones that do.
That's true.
I have lots of it.
You never finished them.
Yeah, that's true.
You're-
I don't really drink.
You're just being considerate.
Well, you could play.
Got you.
If you walk it over here, I'll just grab it.
I refuse to hear anything that's in English in the stream.
I don't have to speak.
It's a requirement.
Yeah, just go. Wait. Try and hit here. There's the monitor.
Yeah, just get it
just
right
the-
on the desk.
I like
Can you
how
open
we,
it first before tossing it?
I like how we have
Just to
pop
see
that I
if it-
barely ever drink pop. I drink nothing but water and tea, basically.
Wow, look at this well-hydrated mix right
I'm surprised Hydration Bot is not in chat telling us to drink
I
more
think
water.
somebody would do
Unfortunately.
Damn, who did that?
The only hydration reminders I need are from Wally.
Someone needs to be in chat 24/7 and reminding us to stay hydrated.
Someone at Wally.
That is a new job for somebody in chat.
I'm surprised nobody's made a sanitation bot yet.
Yeah, that is true.
here. Post a message
Thank-
every 12
thank
hours.
you,
Here's your
Ryan.
chance.
Shower.
Reminder: garbage needs to go in the garbage.
There is one of those bots on Twitter for
Keep
it
drinking
runs
soda.
it runs during GDQ.
Yeah, the Twitter one.
Yeah.
Well, you just gave yourself an opportunity. Take advantage of it. Create such a thing.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with the Twitch yet.
Well,
I've had to deal
you're
with
the
it
most
before, it
recent
sucks.
person to shower, right?
It really sucks. Quo, you've dealt with the Twitch API before, right?
Not really.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was like a huge thread not too long ago about how they changed everything. I got like screwed over all third-party developers.
So I need a screw attack to kill all the enemies to open that door just to get ice beam here.
So I guess none of my bots work.
Bots might still work if it's just like connected to IRC.
The
Yeah,
only
that's
thing
fine.
that works on Twitch is the
And even then,
Okay, now I can go finish the game.
Hey, Augie's in the chat.
It's still sub 3.
I mean, this is underestimated.
Yeah. Still underestimated.
Not if he keeps space.
Oh, now that now the sun glare is going directly in the monitor.
Don't look at the estimates
Camera's
underestimate.
also like super bright right now too.
There we
Yeah.
go. Sun is gone.
oh, well,
We were getting overwhelmed.
It was good while it lasted.
just get the sunglasses out. Where are your sunglasses?
Where are my sunglasses? They're over there. Can you throw them to me?
Where? Other side?
Yeah.
Alright, Donatello, have at it.
Actually, you turn on the
Yeah,
lights.
just give him a toss, bro.
Just so there's that.
Boom!
little bit of-
That's a nice catch.
That was
Whoa.
a questionable throw right there.
Quo has never been known for his
Aim.
underhand.
You can't overhand throw sunglasses.
Like you could.
No.
To be fair, it looked like you couldn't underthrow sunglasses either.
They got to the right place. I don't know what you're talking about. If I overthrew them, someone would have gotten hurt.
Yeah, that definitely would have injured us.
Would have injured me.
Exactly.
That's
but
fine.
But I
So-
didn't.
So, Azder, I gotta ask, when's randomizer coming to SMI?
Oh, see, I was making it, but
Ah!
but my laptop got stolen.
Ouch.
Also, actually, I was trying to make it based on totals randomizer, and it is just like throwing exceptions like crazy because the algorithm that he wrote doesn't like what I did when I changed the locations and the logic. It tries to map out like a very specific path for what it does when it places items at the start, like placing. It kind of artificially places something, like either a bomb or type of bomb or like screw attack or speed booster at bomb Torizo to let you get out, like to Green Burn Star. It does that pretty artificially, and so it doesn't. That part of the algorithm doesn't like the changes that I made. So I just couldn't figure it out. Also, the Metroids are really fast and they're in different spots, so you need completely different strats for this. Yes.
Oops.
They do a lot of damage.
That's a really good placement. Also, completely new room.
Not sure.
This is the same room with just a bunch of the walls taken out.
Yeah.
This is unfortunate.
You should just play that instead.
It would drop it.
Let's
Wait,
go.
which Pokemon?
Full
Pokemon
Coliseum. Or yes, yeah.
Glenn's
Oh,
Worcester.
gross. Oh, gross.
Glenn's Worcester.
I gave away my card for that game. I am not playing it again.
You got never drive.
My,
I know it's on my EverDrive, but I gave away the actual card. I'm like, this is not. This is no longer
I
good.
thought you just gave away your snap.
See if I can get Metroid Skip
No, I
on
have like
LCD.
7 snapbacks. They're like $5 each. Just to use them for practice.
My family and I used to just always turn our backs to the TV and randomly pick 6 Pokemon.
That
to
arc
fight
is
against each
really
other.
bad. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes!
I have like no extra health. This
Yeah.
fight's gonna be fun.
I'll play it safe here.
I have a backup save for it, but it's kind of cheating because it has way more current health than this. I deserve to be punished for having a bad terrain.
I think on a scale of punishment, you're like really low.
Oh fuck. I had to turn off screw attack here because I'm bad.
So Azder was going for the Shine Spark strat.
Oh, face.
And you can Shine Spark through the Zone type. It saves a little bit of time if you've got everything equipped.
The way that I'm used to doing that doesn't work with screw attack.
Plus, you're playing on an LCD with like a billion frames of lag.
Approximately a second.
No, it's not that
30
bad.
seconds of lag.
At least.
I would put anywhere between 2 and 3 frames for like at home.
Yeah, but that's still bad.
That's strictly the
And now, best Super Nintendo music ever.
So all of her attacks do a ton of damage, and I need at least 300 health left over to survive the scripted rainbow beam.
Shut up, you two fusion salmons. In charge. How much does catch up do to you in this one?
1023.
Oh, shit. Shout out to Kojak.
I lost count already. This is 145 shots.
I don't see what people are talking. It's just underestimate.
That's some serious slander saying that
That's very against TOS.
It's a good speedrun TOS, period.
Weren't we supposed to be Patty?
I didn't know that. Except for certain individuals
Yeah.
who have broken said rules.
What's that rules?
Oh! I barely have enough to do this
I'm
now.
saying we actually have some rules. Apparently nobody knows that exist.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's why you can't get through
Yeah. Certain individuals are common sense human beings.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it does happen. But I have to back you
it.
up.
This counts as a tech issue. On top of the actual tech
Yeah,
issue.
the tech issue combined with the other
Can you
tech
hit me up
issues.
with ginger ale?
Got you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
these tech issues are stacking. It's no wonder we're so
The
low
monitor
tier.
tech issues and the Ridley tech
Alright,
issues.
I don't trust you throwing, so how about you get the old reach around?
Is she gonna catch up yet? I've lost count so bad.
Yeah, no catch-ups, yeah.
Oh, she's going.
There it is. There it is.
Where does those show signs?
Yeah, now I know.
So Kojak has a nice little Photoshop of Mother Brain holding a bottle of ketchup. Also, this attack is like even in vanilla, this ends with if you get hit by it.
That was
Too many close calls.
That was not cool.
What is that? That was a weird pattern.
Luckily, there is a tell with the catch-ups. Like, it's just like the army you gotta. Oh my god.
Alright. Oh, okay.
Well done.
Not yet.
We still have another brain
Another brain 2. This was 2. 1 is the tank.
Dino.
Dog?
Oh god. That was actually very well timed. So the third phase of this after this whole cutscene is normally trivial, but it is completely not trivial in this. Because she takes like another 130 hits, and her attacks still do shit tons of damage, and they're very hard to dodge. So like unless you stun lock her, she just gets out of hand very quickly. I've lost record bases to this fight.
Yeah, more or less.
Goodbye, baby Metroid. So sad.
It's a very big Metroid. I don't know about calling it a baby.
Yeah.
MB3 like this is actually very tricky.
I'm impressed with his accuracy.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is very hard.
Whoa!
Reminder, we still have LCD lag. Just want to put that out. Alright, we still have escape.
That bomb thing does like 600 damage.
Yeah, yeah.
The escape's fine. It's whatever.
And then
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a bit slow. It's fine.
just to be sure, we're killing the animals, right? Uh-oh.
Yeah, it is.
Got it. Time.
Underestimate.
Oh fucking god.
The impossible nightmare is over.
I just want to say again, I'm so fucking sorry.
Reminder, this is all Dark-Aries' fault.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was kind of fun.
That was very interesting. That was a social experience.
It was.
Next time I won't break my TV. And I'll remind somebody to bring their actual zero latency monitor.
Yeah.
It's like
441.
there's a literal clock right
On the
on
computer?
Yeah.
There it is. I don't know why I was asking someone else.
Jeez, dude.
Okay, so
Isn't it on the Ferraris thing too?
Yeah, it literally tells you on the Harara site.
Get out of here. This is too much for me.
Pokemon Snap.
Okay, there we go.
So, I guess intermission. Bam ads while we get a Wii U set up that we should have done yesterday.
N64.
Oh, it is N64. Thank God.
Okay.
Do I have to commentate this round too?
We're going to intermission.
Want to?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.